it's Johnny here, and in this week's video I'm going to show you a Twitter strategy that has helped me grow my followers by over 400 in the last 2 weeks.
So in this video we're going to look at Tweepy, which allows you to effectively and efficiently manage your Twitter account. So if we log in, we'll show you some of the features. So the first option is if you want to unfollow some people that are not following you back, you can click on flush here and do that. There are also a number of options here, like for example there are people following you but you're not following them back, so I could reciprocate following them back. I could clean up my Twitter account. In other words, I could select in a list the people that maybe I want to stop following, so it provides them all here in a list. But the big one really is to follow followers. In other words, you can put in a particular Twitter account and you can actually follow all their followers. Now why would you want to do that? Well, depending on the account, it may be a particular expert or company and you want to follow all their followers. And the strategy here is to get connected with people you want to follow, and approximately 30% of those people, those accounts, will actually follow you back. So it makes it quite efficient to actually follow people. So for example, if we put in at Pat Flynn, for example, and click on start following. So Pat Flynn is somebody I have a lot of respect for. So the people that are following Pat may be people that are of interest to me. And then you have a number of columns here that you can sort by, but the follow ratio is one to consider. In other words, this is the ratio. It's a percentage of, or it's measured in percentage terms, I should say, the likelihood that these people will follow you back. So for example, if we sort by descending order, we can see that as we scroll down through here, these people are quite likely to follow me back. So if they are people you are interested in following as a way of introducing yourself and your business to them, you can do that. You can tick one by one, or there's a Tweepy plugin in Chrome, so you basically add that on. I'm not going to tick it here, but you add that to your Chrome browser, and when you click on it, it actually will select all these people and will, in one bulk step if you will, it will follow all those people. On the paid version then, you can look at finding people who have specific terms in their bio, and also you can follow people based on a Twitter search. So for example, if I do a search for the hashtag online learning and do a search, I can see that here's a whole bunch of people on Twitter who have mentioned this term, this hashtag, in recent tweets. And again, under columns, I can click on follow ratio and sort in descending order. So these people are most likely to follow me back. You can also see location here, but not everybody fills that out quite accurately, and unfortunately Tweepy isn't that accurate in finding out where these people actually are. The big one for me as well is to find people that you want to follow who have particular terms in their actual short bio on their Twitter profile. Now this is only available on the premium version, which is approximately $18 a month, so you could purchase it for a couple of months to grow your Twitter following and followers, and then unsubscribe and stop paying for it. So for example, if we click on bio search, again I can, for example, anybody that's mentioned this hashtag Irish Biz Party, which is key for me because it has a lot of business owners, and again it's a way of finding out people who have a lot of followers, who are worth following, where they're based if it shows up, and you can start to add these people, and it's a way of introducing your business to them, and hopefully a percentage, depending on what your business is about, a percentage of them will follow you back, and it can be in the region of 30% plus. So that's following a hashtag. The other options here to unfollow people, because you have to keep the balance right with Twitter, and I wouldn't suggest that you follow hundreds of people every day. Of course, you know, keep it manageable for yourself, but also do not highlight to Twitter that you're actually doing some mass following, because it's not going to make sense for you to be following thousands of people, and it's going to highlight to Twitter that maybe you're doing something untoward by following too many people all at the same time, or all on the same day, or over a short period of time. So you can also keep that balance, right, by unfollow users who haven't tweeted maybe in 30 days. You could change that to 90. You could unfollow people that you follow but they haven't followed you back. You could unfollow people who don't actually have never uploaded an image to their Twitter account. So again, they haven't they're not actually actively using Twitter. You can also clear out anybody that doesn't have a bio description. So if they haven't gone to the trouble of, not that it's much trouble, but if they haven't gone and updated or added a bio description to their Twitter profile, they may not be active on Twitter, and therefore there might be no point in actually following them. There are other options there as well. So it's a strategy that's working for me. I'm seeking out and finding new people worth following on Twitter. Strategically, I'm following people who are of interest to me. A percentage of those will follow me back, and then I have an opportunity to update Twitter and keep my message and keep my information and add value to that audience on a regular basis, and that's how I'm using Tweetbee.